Saluton, everyone, VOD viewers and demons, and I suppose everyone who dares to watch me. Hello, hello. I hope all of you are having a good day, and today... Oh, hi Defnal, happy to see ya. And Stewie, thank you. Thank you for the consume molten ice and welcome. The music is a little bit loud in my ears, so I can't hear myself talking, which is a little bit... you know. Anyway, and also, thank you for understanding the spine and for the stretchy. Thanks, very much appreciated. How are you two doing today? And I'm gonna continue playing Treasure Planet Battler Procyon, who I am. You are doing? Well, better than not doing, I assume. You know, if something is actually going on, then I hope everything will be well. And to those who can actually remember me playing this last time, I was once again motivated by chat. It's mobile app day, so don't mind me in the corner. Mobile app day, you have to suffer the Twitch mobile app? My condolences. Yeah, I don't know, that the app sucks, but I suppose I'll get into that. No, I have to work on the mobile app. Oh. Well, that's even worse. Well, okay, I will get into detail of that. And with that shortly, me not being able to hear myself talking. Wait, let's just do... much better. So, and for those who can remember me playing this last time, I was coerced by chat into playing on hard difficulty, so I didn't necessarily enjoy it that much. But what I found out, this game thankfully supports just switching the game difficulty no matter if you've already started it in the harder or easier one. So I'm just gonna use this opportunity of me not taking as much damage and repair. As soon as... Yeah, no, before I retaliate I should probably repair. And it's worse than Twitch mobile rattling. Oh my... Please? Why are they only after me? I'm not even the flagship. Leave me alone. You have to work on a mobile app. Is it iOS? Is it Android? Is it anything? Hello, Vamp? Hello, how are you doing today? Is it anything that, you know, doesn't destroy you all too much? I also hope that the volume is okay. It's React Native, so just compared to iOS and Android. Oh, well, okay. I have actually vibing for the last time until work today. Vibing? Okay, please just eliminate those pirates. Do something. Okay, cool. Well, then I hope that your vibing is even more fun with seeing me suffer. I mean, no, wait, get that lifeboat. Cool. So yeah, I have actually never worked with React. I've also never worked with Electron, to be fair. I don't think... Did that thing just reflect? Huh. I've never really worked with anything regarding writing an app or something in web technologies and then have it run on mobile, for example, so I have no idea what that entails, but I can only assume that it sucks. Especially given how much memory Chromium apps tend to consume, and I just assume that the situation isn't all too different on mobile. Could you please just fire? And could you do something? They're just... They are just standing, they're not doing anything. Okay, so if I remember this mission correctly, I need to search for ships. The RLS Bangelia? To the rally point. I have forgotten which parts of this map I have already explored, but I just assume that I have to go near the black hole. So, yeah.
Engines are at emergency full.
And I'll repair just to be safe.
Setting course.
It's fine if I don't outsource the initial app development, then get flaming pile of doo-doo back and have to work on it. Oh, right. I remember you talking about this. Is the code you have gotten at least a little bit documented, or at least readable? Cool. No. Oh. I mean, I guess that is just common. Yeah, I guess that's just a common place for JavaScript based stuff. I mean, of course, the company behind it probably didn't help either, but I don't know. I have not seen many easily readable. Oh. Gotta do some stuff. Look for now. See ya. Okay, thank you for liking, Mocha. Very much appreciated. But yeah, I haven't actually seen any well-written JavaScript libraries, but then again, once again, I'm not that much into web technologies anyway. It's never fun if the most asked question, how did this ever work? Interestingly enough, I mean, I actually encountered such a situation today with something like, I even wanted to remember it to talk about it on stream, but you know, it worked on his. Hi, Trashboat. Yeah. You know, pepcac. It's always the problem of the user. But no, I don't remember what I wanted to talk about. Sadly, if it couldn't have been that important anyway. But this has actually reminded me of another thing that happened today. A very weird one. I don't know if anyone else has encountered this on Linux before, but you know, I was just, hey, I didn't even need to do anything. Cool. You know, I was just, also Trashbot, how you doing? Welcome. I was just working on, you know, work, and then I put my computer into standby for just like 20 minutes or something. I came back and KDE said that the login screen is broken. And okay, I guess, sure. You know, you can go into the TTY and just write, you know, login CTL unlock session and then the ID. So I did this. Hi, Nantastic. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I hope all well. I'm doing okay. I feel a little bit anxious today, I need to admit. Today is kind of an anxiety day. No, but I put Linux into standby for 20 minutes or so. And when I came back, the login screen was broken and yada yada. I put in that command. I switched back to TTY1, I think it was. And it was just a black screen. Nothing happened. So I just switched to another TTY and restarted SDDM, the display manager for KDE. The login screen appeared again. I wanted to log in. And a black screen. Okay, sure. So I switched to the other TTY again and did a systemctl reboot. And suddenly, like, systemd went through without issue. But then it said something about watchdog. It couldn't stop something, I don't know. And then just this absolute horrible shriek of sound that came through my headphones where I got so scared. And then it rebooted.
Sighted, sir.
I don't know what happened.
Friendly tender spotted.
I never had this before. Like, it's so whatever. Hi, Exo. How you doing? Putting Linux on standby. See, you're very brave. I mean, it has worked pretty well until now. I can't really complain. I can't really complain in general, but that may also be just because of my lower pain tolerance because I'm using Arch. But it could be way worse. What happened today was actually a first, and I hope it will never happen again, because that just absolutely scared me. I'm doing okay, how are you? A little bit anxious for some reason, I don't know, but other than that, doing okay. Wait, why am I repairing? Why am I repairing? Where do I need to go? Toad the RLS. Oh my god! Ah! It was that ship, wasn't it? Come on, please. No, no, no! Ah, there we go. It's this one, isn't it? No, that's the RLS Comet. Wait. Do I need to take you too? Yeah, pretty sure, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Oh wait, I can control you? Wait, you're... Oh. I thought you were dead. Okay, sure. Well then. So yeah, as said, a little bit. I've been a bit anxious too, but just trying to relax and chill. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on today. It's kind of weird because I've also seen other people say that they feel anxious. So I don't know. Okay, I guess I have to go into that direction. I have to go to the black hole. Ugh. Working on shitty TF2 maps that will make people wonder why someone made them. What are you firing at? Huh. I mean, I haven't seen your maps, obviously, but I wouldn't call them shit. Like, just like that. Even though I completely understand the sentiment of doing so with your own work. I'm sure they look good.
Ship sighted, sir.
Standby bricked my notebook 10 years ago. Never.
Tender spotted.
What are you talking about? Which friendly tender? Meh. Never ever have I dared to do that since then. How may I understand bricked? Like, what? The computer was in pain, absolutely 3 AM Linux distro, yeah. I've called Linus Torvalds at 3 AM. You won't believe what happened. Gone wrong. I remember when I used Ubuntu every time it returned from standby, everything would work fine and then suddenly rebooted 15 minutes later. I interestingly had a issue that was rather similar, but back then on my laptop when I still had Windows 7. Okay, the laptop part may or may not be important. And like you could put it without issue into standby, it would work. But when you reawake it, you can use it for, depends, 1 minute, half an hour. The only thing that is guaranteed is that it would blue screen with a random stop code every single time. And I have actually once fascinated
Nebula.
And I've actually once fascinated a friend with this, or friends actually, where I said, look, my laptop will now blue screen in the next half hour or something, I can guarantee this, and lo and behold it did. So I don't know. It was most likely driver issues, but what do I know about Linux and what do I know about Windows and drivers? Nothing, because I'm a Linux pleb. Oh, and not normal reboot, poof, it's gone now reboot. Oh, so it was a triple fault then. Interesting.
Set in course.
That's rather interesting. Whenever a PC decides to just, reboot, like reset actually. But then again, yeah. I'm not 100% sure if it was actually
Coming up on the Van Off black hole, sir.
Cool.
Recommend extreme caution and that we keep our distance.
Sure.
Cutting to a head slow, but I want to get closer. There's there's a disabled ship in there, she'll definitely need our help.
Oh, would you look at that? What a
Aye,
surprise.
sir. Preparing lifeboats, just in case.
Friendly tender spotted!
Yeah, and asteroid too.
Ship sighted, sir!
Ah.
My apologies, sir. You were right. There is a tender and a man-o'-war trapped in the tides of the black hole.
We'll have to try and get close enough to attach tow ropes and help pull them free.
Yes, sir. But remember, if we get too close to the center, we'll be trapped as well. And no one will escape.
Helmsman!
Wow, quite
There's a
ominous.
black hole!
Speaking of space battle games with gravity, do you know Children of a Dead Earth? No, I don't actually.
Helmsman!
Is it
Asteroids!
strategy or RTS or action? War KSP. Oh, so it's Kerbal Space Program, but just with
Changing heading, sir.
battles.
Aye.
I see. Zai, how are you today? A little bit anxious. I suppose I'll just keep telling that everyone. No, I don't know. I feel a little bit weird, but I'm trying to relax with all of you and with a little bit of
Changing heading,
Treasure
sir.
Planet Battle at Procyon on easy.
Aye. Cruising speed, Captain.
This time I'm not gonna make the same mistake,
Engines are ready.
no matter how much chat tries to quiz me. Cool. And reminds me of the time where you wanted to charge a vapor and your PC lagged and pretty much crashed. Oh. Yep, true. That also happened. Not exactly War KSP, but I don't know how to describe it better. Everything is in space and no surface action going on. But my buds are in bad moods and I'm a bit sour. But be listening to stream to relax. Your buds? Do you mean with buds your cat? I'm sorry for a potential stupid question. But yes, I'm happy that you take your time of day to stay here and relax a little bit. That means a lot. It also means a lot that this asteroid will be crashing. Okay, wow.
We'd sail with you any day.
As you like, Captain. Move into cruising speed.
Rather close, and I wonder why they couldn't fire up until the point I untowed them. Move out of the way. Please. I can't steer. Thanks.
Running at full, sir.
So, everything in space and no surface action going on sounds rather interesting. I don't know if it's comparable to... Okay. I don't know if it's comparable to maybe... like Star Trek Invasion or... how is it called? Colony Wars, right? But, yeah. In general, space fighters are something that rather interests me. Even though, let's be honest, this particular game, I don't know if I could call that a...
Closer.
I don't know if I can call that a space fighter. It's more or less... I don't know.
We're running at full,
Ships
sir.
in space. Which I guess all space oh, no. Cool. Speaking of... Oh. Speaking of Windows 7, actually, I just found... Was it Windows 7? Was it Windows 8.1? I think it was both. It actually reached end of support, I think, 2 days ago or 3 days ago, or maybe even today. I don't know. I can't keep up that much. And even though I've been on Linux for 10 years now or something, I still can't help but feel rather a little bit nostalgic about Windows 7. It's a pretty realistic game, closer to a simulation, I guess. Maybe similar to Elite Dangerous, maybe? Was it Elite Dangerous? I think. Or No Man's Sky, I suppose, even though No Man's Sky is not necessarily space only. Similar to Kerbal Space Program. Okay. So, I guess you can also build your own spaceships? I mean, that would be cool. Okay, cool. But only in space you can't land or anything.
Asteroids!
Okay, cool. And yes, you can design your rocket nozzles. Oh, that really sounds rather interesting then. What I usually do in Kerbal Space, or
The
did.
tender is out of the black hole's gravity field now, and they're safe.
Okay, cool. Right. My guess is that I have to go into this nebula and also look there, so let's go.
Aye.
But yes, what I usually did in Kerbal Space Program when I played it intensively back then was rather a various lot, but never anything good. Like, I mean, okay, I could build rockets, and I would say the rockets I built were working rather well, but every single time I tried my luck on planes, I could never really get them to work. Like, yes, maybe if I put like 10,000 engines on it, then maybe I can keep it in the air for...
There is no sign of the RLS Swiftshore, Captain.
She must have entered the Crow Nebula. Our scan map can't see what's inside the nebula's clouds. We'll have to go in and search the old-fashioned way.
We'll have to be careful, sir. If we go too deep into the nebula, we could lose all power.
Thanks for telling me. I guess that means I have to quick save. Cool.
Aye. And that is exactly what I'm afraid happened to the Swiftshore. All ahead slow.
Ship sighted, sir!
Ah, there we go.
Careful, helmsman!
Doesn't even make planes really
Asteroids.
easy to do. Oh, what would they be? Because, as said, I could never really get planes to work. And also, I kinda don't want Windows 7 to, because Windows 10 Plus runs like doo-doo on older PCs. Not just on older PCs.
It's the Swiftshore. I'm bringing us into hailing range.
That was worth a cutscene.
Aye. Setting course.
Yeah, not just an older PCs. Like, yes. People don't like Windows 8. I can understand. But it's always this in comparison to the next Windows, because let's be honest, and this is probably my, I don't know if it's a controversial opinion or not. I don't know why everyone seems to like Windows 10. I think it's absolute hot garbage. Like, the design is crap. Like the visual design. I'm not talking about generally hating flat themes. I like flat themes. Windows 10's flat theme just looks horrible. Windows 11 looks even better than that. Yeah, Windows 10 performance is absolutely horrendous in comparison to Windows 8, for example. And some of the defaults that the operating system decides for you are questionable.
Thank Neptune someone found us. The storm destroyed our compass and blew us into the nebula. I thought we'd be lost forever.
Are you in my party?
Imagine.
Yes.
Well, just stay on our stern and I'll plot us a course out of this place.
Aye. Slow ahead.
Okay. Some people like flat, but I think all designs have their good points. Yeah, same. I mean, I also like D. And I found Windows 10 bearable for being gutted to predatory corporates. You know, that's exactly the thing. As I wanted to say, some of the defaults that Windows 10 decides for you are questionable, especially... Thank you for liking EXO. Especially regarding to, you know, privacy and all of this. And that happened to me a few more times than I'd like to admit. It seems Windows 10 also changes settings on its own. I don't know if this has something to do with like the updates. I don't know if this has something to do with anything else. It's not malware, I've checked. At least not known malware. And interestingly enough, like oftentimes it's random settings, but more often than not the settings that get changed are those that do telemetry. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm not in for this. Like seriously. And I don't really look at my OS design much, so that's fair. That's totally fair. I mean, I'm probably a more aesthetic person, which, fun fact by the way, I don't know why, but when I started taking, or when I started HRT, I switched from a purely functional viewpoint to a functional and aesthetics viewpoint, in the sense of, yeah, before I transitioned, I thought, yeah, well, maybe it looks like absolute hot garbage, but I don't care because it works. But now I'm... The fuck? This thing legit just spawned in front of me.
Alright, slow ahead. Thanks again, Captain Hawkins.
Cool.
We can get to the rally point on our own from here.
Am I actually done now? No, I still need to find the Bacchanalia. Why is this actually showing up? This means I have found them already, but apparently I didn't tow them? Huh. Interesting. So anyway, and when I started HRT, I changed to, you know, functionality is still the most important part for me. But kind of, you know, funny coming from me, given that I tend to use the worst functioning things possible sometimes. But but now it is also very important for me to, so that it looks good, you know. I'm not the type of person who goes out of their way to rise a desktop, as Linux people so like to say. But I still love consistency. I love consistency, design consistency. I can't do without. Like, and that's the thing. That's the thing that destroys me with Windows 10. That every single notch looks absolutely different. Like that some applications don't even respect light and dark mode, for example. I probably spend an unhealthy amount of making sure that my operating system looks consistent, and usually go out of my way there to, for example, ensure that GTK and Qt both have the exact same design. Sometimes I go even so far as to make Wine applications look like, you know, the rest of my operating system. So, you know. Then a few features and and to look, I don't feel like there's much of an upgrade to 7, but I put Windows 10 on an old PC to run TF27 Scream for idling, then I used something to turn off a bunch of junk and was reasonable idle. Yeah. I mean, and also, have you used Shut Up Windows 10? I have not heard of what I wanted to look at the map. I have not heard about Shut Up Windows 10 in particular, but I have used the debloating script. I think it's just called Windows 10 debloater. So, and
Set in course.
if it wouldn't be for the necessity, I also wouldn't use Windows 10. I mean, I'm not using Windows 10, but very verrückter, for example, now does. And the reason being, VR didn't really work that well in Windows 8.1. Surprising, but it just didn't. I don't know why. Features were missing, some things were just broken, some apps refused to start because apparently they needed Windows 10. You know, it was a mess. So we had no other choice but to upgrade to Windows 10. Otherwise,
Ship sighted, sir.
the 1,000 euro headset would have been for nothing. Yeah. Perhaps too strong of a statement, but I guess you started to enjoy aesthetics now that you could appreciate aesthetics in yourself? Maybe. And also, I don't think that's a strong statement. I think that's rather fair. Wait, there is something. What is over there? But yeah, as said, it's
Friendly tender spotted.
quite possibly, because maybe the thing is, with HRT I also got way more emotional. Not emotional, I mean, yes, also emotional in the sense of I cry more easily. I guess that that's just a side effect of estrogen. But I also feel way more emotions in general, and I don't think this is a direct effect of estrogen or the lack of testosterone, but rather just the mere fact that I now feel comfortable and I don't feel like I have to suppress my emotions as to not succumb to gender dysphoria. So, you know, my views changing would make sense. A lot of sense, actually. Okay, so what are you? Ah, you are the missing ship.
Slow ahead.
Fantastic, you come with me. Yo, but for apps that 100% the same for Linux, so many apps that don't respect OS may look like they come from 1970s. I have not yet encountered many of them. Thankfully. The reason being here is that either the apps use GTK or Qt. There's not much else options, and there are not many other options, realistically at least. And both are pretty themable. If an app decides to use actual X... Welcome, GUI. It is time for Treasure Planet. If an app actually uses like X components, then yeah, I guess, but I don't have to deal with them anyway because I am on Wayland. Ha! Yeah, at least if I'm not using X Wayland. Treasure this nuts. Yes, I treasure you too, GUI. I have some GTK apps that deny theming. I don't know how, but they just don't handle theming. That is particularly strange, I need to admit, because I don't think that you can actually like disable theming. One possibility there is that GTK3, GTK2, and I guess an extension GTK4, if it actually exists already, all are different and they use different theming. So if you set up theming for GTK3, for example, then 2 and 4 are not affected. Maybe this is the reason. And usually you can't tell what I mean, yes you can. You can, you know, read strings from the app or something, or just, I don't know, do some kind of introspection. But usually you can't really tell what GTK toolkit what toolkit they are using, or version of toolkit. God damn it. Please excuse me if I'm... Thanks for nutting, I suppose. Please excuse me if I just... I don't know, I feel like I'm a very slow talker today, and also I need to think way more often. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I was only thinking of GTK3, but true, could have been 2, and I've never thought of that. I've never tried that. Yeah, most old applications from the GNOME 3, GNOME 2, from the GNOME 2 era use GTK2, so that's very possible. This is so slow. Can we not... Can you not do faster? Please? How about you tow with me? Thanks, let's go. Let's go. Slower than my internet connection. Oof. I didn't hear the nut. Wow. Could you hear the wow? Or are sound effects potentially disabled? If that is the case, then please tell me. I can look into that. Hopefully. I could hear the wah. Okay, though, so I guess it's maybe you have nuts in your ears. If one has nut in their ears, I guess they have a little bit of bigger problem than not being able to hear sounds. But yes. Maybe the nut is just way too silent. I don't actually know how I could fix this, because the sound is actually already at 100% on sound alerts, but I can turn sound alerts in general louder. If that application wouldn't be, like, you know, enforcing full screen. I hate this. Hi, do. Hello. How are you doing today? potentially sleepy. But other than sleepy, how are you doing? I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep myself. But this should be the last ship. Like, is there anything else left? Search the area marked red on your stomach. No, okay, so we're done after this. Hopefully. Also, you would guess that a game like this...
Sighted, sir!
That a game like this would have a feature where you could speed up time or something. Like...
Careful, Elmsman! Asteroids!
Like many other RTS game, but alas, no, it doesn't. At least not to my knowledge. No, what am I doing? No, it doesn't. It only has increased speed and decreased speed, but that is just for, you know, the ship.
As you like, Captain. Move into cruising speed.
So yeah, if I remember for afterwards, I can turn up the volume of the sound alerts a little bit and hope that it doesn't
Tender spotted.
that it doesn't blow my ears out. By the way, is the volume of the game okay? Is it too loud? Is it too... Oh no, it's meeting time already, but...
Ship sighted, sir.
Do you have... okay, you probably can't respond anymore. I wonder if Duo has meetings every day. That would suck. That would legit suck.
Set in course.
I mean, thankfully, I only really have a meeting once a week, and... Yeah, I thankfully... Wait, you don't have meetings every day? No, I actually only have them once a week, and that I'm very glad for. The rest of the time I am being left alone. Except of course, if I am... Except of course if I am, you know, on... What did I want to say? What was I even talking about? Oh, right, except of course if I'm working from home, and, you know, I'm just minding my own business, just programming away, and then suddenly the goddamn Teams ringtone, it makes me go crazy. But I realized today when I looked into the settings, it actually has a remix in there. It sounds so absolutely hilarious that I picked this now. At least then I have something to laugh before I have to pick up a call. Welcome, Tyra. I wonder if the game would run better on Windows XP or 7, no scrum. Maybe. Depending on who you ask, it would also work better on Windows 11. How you doing, Tyra? I'll be doing okay. Okay, we good? We good?
Well, that's another
Thanks.
vessel safe. Now let's go find the others.
The what? We're not done? We're not done? Currently cooking. Ooh, what are you cooking, if I may ask? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are you talking about? Like, okay, I guess. I just rammed that ship and I don't care. Get out of my way.
Changing heading, sir.
Every time someone calls on on Slack and 5 devices surrounding me scream at me to pick up. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing with Teams. Like, I'm often debating with myself if I should actually put Teams on my mobile phone, you know, to also ring. But then again, I realized if I would do this, then it would never, then I would never have my peace. And also, sometimes I don't understand. Yeah, like there's Slack, which, by the way, I haven't heard about in ages. The last time I used Slack was in college. Yeah, there's Slack, there's Teams. I wonder if any one of these have pros and cons. I know that. How was that open source alternative to Slack called again? Not Mumble. Mumble was something different. It sounded similar to Mastodon, I think. MetaMost. Was it? I don't know. I had Mattermost for the longest time as a private chat server, but that is more or less my experience with this. So, I don't know. But Teams seems to be universally hated. Rocket Chat. True, Rocket Chat also exists, and I think Rocket Chat also supported end-to-end encryption, which was something that was very important for me, the reason why I switched to Matrix after all. But yeah. Which is actually kind of weird, like Mattermost should support end-to-end encryption. I see no reason why not. And it rings on my work phone, private phone, iPad, PC. I do hope at least that whenever your workday ends that you just put everything on silent. Otherwise I may fear for your mental well-being. Search the area marked red. But I feel like I was everywhere already. Imagine your workday end, good one. I mean, I feel that. Thankfully not anymore. Thankfully not anymore. But when I was still working at a... You know, when I was still working at that one particular company in quotation marks that caused me troubles. Some of you may know what's going on. Workday also never really ended for me. It was always it was always around the clock. I'm not saying that I worked 24/7. I didn't, otherwise I wouldn't be alive right now. But there was no clear-cut beginning and end, and that made me absolutely go nuts. Like it just what the... Just imagine you would, you know, work your 8 hours per day, or 6, or whatever, and then you know, okay, work is actually not done because you still have to do this, and there's no time. Like, yes, you could work on it tomorrow, but you could also work on it now. What? Instead you want to relax? Instead you want to play PS2? You're useless. And that, I don't know, this made my brain go haywire. I couldn't stand that. And some companies use Discord as well, but Teams was the most loved in my university time. Was it? Like, I said, also, Tennis said thank you for the Consume Molten Ice. I have 2 Consume Molten Ice requests, actually I should get onto them. From what I've heard is that Teams is actually kind of hated. Like, yeah, no. Most people I hear talking about it, or yeah, I'll read. Let's be honest, I read it. Don't like it. They absolutely hate it. So, but yeah. Thank you for the 2 Consume Molten Ice. I think it was, yeah, Stewie and Tenno. One thing I still need to fix is that whenever I lean a little bit too far right, yeah, Side Puppet completely stops tracking and it seems so weird. I mean, this is most obviously because of the range of the iPhone, but wait, no, it should be able to see me here. Weird. Oh well. And EXO, congratulations on being first. I have wait, where am I actually going?
Full stop.
Okay, so this is not it. Nothing there either. I looked into there. The only thing I can imagine is that there's something here. Wait, there is actually a ship. There is actually a ship. Would you look at that?
Set in course.
I just need to take the right course. This is a bit too far right. Yeah, okay. So let me just correct this. And we're on our way. Right? Right. Wait, no, you belong to me. What are you doing there? What?
Change in heading, sir.
Why? Why do my ships just randomly decide to stop wherever they want to? Please go away from the black hole. Okay, no, but I'm a little bit confused. I don't actually know which ships I'm missing.
Set in course.
There's nothing blinking on the map either, so huh. Strange. So I have set up a Discord for have I read this already? I've set up Discord for a company, but it's pretty unused. I mean in a company context, I can't actually understand why, but I can at least understand the sentiment of, you know, not wanting to use Discord. And was better than Zoom, the IBM solution, or Google Meetups. Discord was as minded though. It was as minded. But yeah, Zoom is just the worst piece of software, I feel like. Like it never worked correctly. It never worked correctly. It didn't matter. It just... And land 8. Thank you for liking, Devno.
Set in course.
Okay, I am legit just driving around in circles. I don't understand. So yeah, Zoom is just an absolute garbage of it's just absolute garbage software. I can't explain it any in any different way. Every single time I had to use it in college, it just didn't work. Screen sharing didn't work. I mean, the thing is, I don't know if this is because I was on Linux, or if this was because Zoom is just, you know, bad. But even the people that were using Windows were complaining about that those specific features didn't work. So my only suspicion, or my only guess is that it just didn't work. And why did Zoom even get popular? Oh, that I can explain easily. Pandemic and people didn't know what to do. Like, yeah, no. They just didn't know what to do, and I suppose they just took the first software they could get their hands on, and it turned out to be Zoom. I guess it also had to be
Sir, we are picking up signs of weapons fire in that asteroid belt.
Where? I can't see it.
I see it. Changing course to investigate.
But why? Why now though? I was there before, wasn't I? Oh well. At least I found the last chip. And screen sharing is problematic on Zoom on Mac OS as well. Was it the only thing that had security features? Security features? In what sense? Do you mean that people can't...
trying to tow the frigate out of the asteroids. Let's help clear their way out. All gunners, engage and destroy incoming asteroids.
Do you mean, like, that people can't record it or something? Because I could, without issues. Like encryption, not collecting data. Oh, that. Did it? I mean, I don't believe that Zoom didn't collect data. Like, no. In general, I don't believe any kind of company that says this.
Aye, aye, Captain. Full stop.
Okay, this asteroid is not gonna hit them, so that's fine.
Aye.
You know what? I'm just gonna tow you too. How about we do this together?
Asteroids.
Even though my efforts seem to be more hindrance than anything right now.
Fire.
Okay, cool. Destroy, please? Oh. And security as in, if it's not working, people can't fuck up. Oh, what is this sound? What is this? Huh. I mean, I feel like people can always screw up. There is this very popular... Where are you heading to? There is after all this very popular acronym PEPCAC, and okay, that one is dangerously close. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna tow you. Disconnect, connect, and let's go. I just realized I haven't actually saved, so if I do lose this now, I may have to repeat a little bit. Why don't they defend themselves? I don't understand. Like, your weapons aren't dead. At least not from what I'm seeing. Okay. Right. Okay, we should be good. So yeah, and even back in college, when everyone was using Zoom because... Oh my god. Could you please not hit that ship?
Fire!
It turns out that people regularly did not manage to, you know, to join courses or that, like, anything. And if we're talking about permissions in a way that, like, people can't destroy classrooms or similar. Okay, those asteroids are clearly aimed at that ship. You can't tell me otherwise. Yeah, if we're talking about permissions, a permissions kind of thing, then depending on how you're set up, like Discord, people also can't really ruin anything, so I don't think that's a good argument. As said, I still think Zoom just became the software it is because... Yeah, I guess it just became the software it is because it was the first available. Probably.
That was a timely assist, Captain Hawkins. I'll be sure to make a note of your skill and bravery in my report.
Sure.
Ship sighted, sir!
That's everyone accounted for. Excellent work, crew. Let's get back to the rally point and get our lost friends back to a way station.
Okay, so I can... Oh, cool. No fanfare? Nothing? That's disappointing.
We did well today. We saved vessels and men the Navy needs more than ever. Unfortunately, we missed the surge in the McCullough current, and with it, any chance we had of joining the fight on the frontier. The Admiralty has dubbed these new raiders ironclads. Reports coming in say their thick, armored hulls deflect all but the heaviest laser balls, and their engines apparently don't use solar power, as no one has spotted sails on any of them.
Oh, so that's the lore behind the sails. Okay, sure, I'll accept that.
We don't even know if this is some new enemy or an old one who's developed some new weapons technology. Every attempt to capture an ironclad has met with dismal failure. Even when the Navy has been able to concentrate their fire enough to disable one of these monsters, some sort of self-destruct mechanism activates, and then nothing remains of the ironclad or its crew that can tell us anything. And while all this goes on, and battles are won and lost, my crew and I patrol the home territories. Mr. Onyx has noticed my disappointment and takes great pains to remind me that they also serve who only stand and wait. I know these tasks need doing, but that doesn't make me feel any better about being left behind while our friends and former classmates risk life and limb on the frontier.
That's kind of brutal. That every single time that a ship is just disabled, that,
Prepare to dock.
you know, everyone just dies anyway.
Changing heading, sir. Aye.
Come on. Oh, wait. Right, I only need to dock with the actual flagship. I'm gonna go and listen what they have to say, and then I'll just go, like, AFK for 1 or 2 minutes. I hope all of you are... Yeah. I hope all of you had some relaxing days in the last few... Yeah, no, that. Ugh. Wow, I'm kinda weird today. Sorry. Cool. What next?
First of all, Jim, let me say that the Admiralty is impressed with your actions and the way you stepped up to take charge in recovering the damaged fleet. A lot of brave individuals owe you their lives. Congratulations, your field promotion has been approved. You are now officially promoted to captain and have been assigned this cutter.
Ooh.
She's got more cannons and armor than the war sloop.
Fantastic, as long
Thank
as
you,
they
sir.
reload quicker.
But it was my crew who did the work.
Yes, I passed on your request for commendations for your crew. But remember this, a crew is only as good as their captain. Now, on to your next mission. Most of the fleet is on the frontier trying to hunt down these so-called ironclad raiders. So, we'll need you to be twice as vigilant in protecting the home sectors. I need you to patrol the islands and visit the stations and towns in this area. The quartermaster has supplies that must be delivered to Alamein. So, make that your first port of call.
Understood, sir. I'll go prepare my crew.
Something tells me that...
Very well, Captain Hawkins. A good voyage to you. Dismissed.
Something tells me that we will meet those ironclads even here. Okay, so the... Okay, the music really is indescribably loud. Can I just auto-assign this, or is it already auto-assigned? Okay, it seems... No. I actually have to assign them, I guess? Like, it is a cool concept, but do I know what all of them are capable of? So... I don't know, just... Everyone who is a little bit good in combat, I guess, go to guns. And yeah, I definitely have to turn down the volume after this. Okay, so... Yeah, just I don't know, whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Also, may I mention one small issue here? The mouse is not really precise. Like, I'm moving the mouse down currently. Okay, yeah, like, very small down movements it seemingly doesn't recognize. I don't know if this is an... Oh, you can't be assigned that. Okay, yeah, whatever. I don't know if this is an issue with Proton or the game itself. Cool, so... Turn down the music, oh my god. Okay, much better. Fantastic. Okay, so I'll be AFK for a few minutes. I'll be right back. So, I may have to admit something real quick. I don't think I can actually continue streaming today. I don't know what's going on. I tried my best. It seems like whatever anxiety I had during the beginning of the day is only getting worse as time goes on, and I feel like I can't perform to, you know, what I usually do. So I guess I'm gonna call it quits. I'm sorry. I'm legit sorry. Why am I never hearing anyone to talk about line? That is pretty good. Because yeah, as Tyra says, because we don't live in Asian countries. Because in Asian countries, line is actually rather well known. It's somewhat similar to the WhatsApp that is here. Oh well, I'm gonna look up real quick. I don't want to listen to my own voice. That is horrible. Okay, so who do we have? Oh, Hio is currently streaming. Well, would you look at that? Sure, let's rate Hio. I think that's a good thing. Once again, I'm legit sorry. Thank you for streaming. Well, you're welcome. Even though it was rather really short, and I hoped I could power through, but sadly not. This is the raid message for everyone who is subscribed, the raid message for everyone who is not, and we will rate Hiyori. And yeah, I guess thank you for stopping by for this short time. I'll continue streaming this game proper whenever I feel I'm ready for it. I mean, probably soon, but you know. Well, bye-bye, take care, and see you on the other side. Let's spread love and positivity. See ya.